What's up, Deckhead? So we have an interesting video for you guys today. In today's video, we'll be talking about why you should consider getting the Steam Deck over the Nintendo Switch in 2023. So if that's something you guys were interested in, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into this video. So the first reason is that Steam has a bigger library than the Nintendo Switch, right? So we're talking about a 50,000 game library on Steam compared to the Switch, which has roughly around 4,000. So massive difference. And you have a huge category of games in Steam library. You have your AAA bangers, you have your races, you have your indie titles. So yeah, when it comes to selection of games, you have a huge library to pick from when it comes to the Steam Deck using Steam compared to the Nintendo Switch using the Nintendo Switch eShop. So the second reason I would have to say is how much you have to pay for games, right? So there's something called the Switch tax, and yes, it's a real thing, to where games hardly reduce in price when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. The big ones are the Nintendo Switch exclusive titles. I mean, Breath of the Wild is still around 50-60 bucks, which is absolutely insane. But even for third parties, for instance, take Doom Eternal for example. Doom Eternal is $40 on the Nintendo Switch eShop, which is not too bad. But the advantage with Steam is that there's something called CD keys, right? With CD keys, you can actually find this same game for $10. So that's the beauty with Steam. So you can always get a discount on the game using CD keys, but there are also other stores where you can find deals on games as well. So you have more options to actually find better deals on games than you would on the Nintendo Switch. So third, I would have to say is performance. With the Steam Deck, you have a lot of options when it comes to graphical settings. You can put medium, you can put high, you can switch it up, to where the Switch you hardly have any graphical settings. So here we have Doom 2016 running on the Switch and also on the Steam Deck, and you see how much better this looks on the Steam Deck, and you can see this also has a higher FPS count. So when it comes to game performance and graphics as well, the Steam Deck definitely takes this one. Next, we have online multiplayer. Now, I don't know if you guys have actually tried to add a friend on the Nintendo Switch. It's kind of difficult. You would think by now Nintendo would figure out the online portion of things, but no. And then the fact that you need to pay for membership to actually play an online game is ridiculous. And then when it comes to voice chat, you have to use a mobile app on the Switch to actually use voice chat if you want to play games like Splatoon. This is all a headache, to where Steam, you don't need to pay. You can just add a friend easily, and then you can also just voice chat easily. So again, when it comes to just playing with friends, I believe Steam is a win here as well. Alright, so next is with the Steam Deck, you can actually be productive. This is actually a computer, to where you can use this to get work done, and you can use this to browse the internet. If you want multimedia, if you want to watch movies, if you want to watch Netflix, you can use this device to do that as well. To where the Switch, you don't have that functionality. You're just stuck with a console. Yes, there's stuff like Netflix here, but the fact that you can use the Steam Deck as a computer is a no-brainer to me when it comes to just multimedia and also being productive. Next, when it comes to the way the Steam Deck feels, I feel like it feels a lot better than the Nintendo Switch. I love how the Steam Deck's designed. There's something about the back, this grip here. Holding it feels really comfortable in the hand compared to the Switch, where it's just flat. You don't have anything to grip onto. And so when you play on the Switch for a long time, your hands start to cramp for a bit. That's why the Satisfy grip, which I have for the Switch, is really good for this device because it gives it that comfort. But the Steam Deck is built that way. You don't have to get an additional accessory to make this feel comfortable. So next, let's talk about price. You guys will be really surprised to see the Steam Deck is actually as cheap as the Nintendo Switch. You can get the normal Nintendo Switch for $300 and the OLED for $350. And if you're looking at a refurbished Steam Deck, you can get that for $320, so it's just $20 more. But if you want it brand new, it's around $360. So again, it's pretty close to the Nintendo Switch OLED pricing. But again, you have the refurbished, which is just $20 more. So price-wise, I feel like the Steam Deck is pretty reasonable compared to the Switch as well for what you get with this device. So finally, if you can't beat them, join them, right? So something that the Steam Deck has over the Switch is the fact that if you actually do want to play the Switch on your Steam Deck, you can. There's different emulations to do this. So the fact that you have the best of Steam on the Steam Deck, and then you have the best of Nintendo on the Steam Deck. To me personally, I just feel like that's a win. Alright fellas, I thought this would be fun to do. Let me know what are your thoughts in the comments below. As you can see, there's a lot of reasons why you should pick up the Steam Deck over Nintendo Switch in 2023. Let me know if you guys were in the fence wanting to know which one to get, and let me know if this video was helpful. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, little deckheads.